Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Do you know how sirens and red lights start flashing in the movies right before a bomb is about to go off? Well, if I were an athlete in women's physique, I need one of those alerts to go off on my phone every time Dani Castillo posts a new update, because she's as dangerous as it gets right now. But here's the thing, this isn't the Dani we saw a few years ago who won the Arnold. This version of Dani is better all the way across the board. From the front, from the back, everything, she's just better. So if the new and improved Dani Castillo also has new and improved conditioning, I expect her to be a legitimate top 2 contender this year. I know I sound like an old man when I complain about accountability. But I know I'm not the only one who thinks the world is collectively losing its mind, because no one is ever held accountable for anything anymore. That being said, I have to take a minute to salute my buddy Jon De La Rosa, because he's one of the rare few who that statement doesn't apply to. Last week, Jon released an off-season update of himself tipping the scales at 272 pounds, and I have to say, this is the cleanest that Jon's ever been at this weight. Between the diet and the training and whatever else he's doing, Jon seems to be in the zone right now, and as long as he doesn't go crazy and focus on quantity over quality, I can see these next few months being really productive in the off-season. For me, the coolest thing about traveling is getting to expand my world. You don't realize how much there is to experience until you get outside of your little bubble, especially if part of that little bubble is classic physique, and the place you're traveling to is the 212 division. Last week, we got word that former Classic Physique Olympian Abner Logan is making a play to jump to the 212 division next year, where he's hoping to join George Peterson and Keon Pearson as the only other athletes to qualify for the Olympia in both divisions. Up to this point in his career, the former Buffalo Bills linebacker has proved that he has what it takes to compete at the highest level in bodybuilding. But the 212 is an entirely different animal. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, because at this point, it's still anyone's guess. And finally, I want to close out today's show by sending a happy trails out to my friend Mahmoud Al Durrah, following his announcement that he's hanging up his posing trunks for the time being. In a post on Instagram last week, Durrah said, "I still have a long way to go, although I don't plan on competing again. Seeing myself slowly grow back is fun." In comments below the post, Durrah went on to say that his decision was based partly on health and partly on pursuing other interests outside of competing, which makes complete sense considering the fact that he just had spinal surgery a few months ago. So if you really are hanging up the trunks for good, I want to say publicly thank you for the memories. The ride was fun while it lasted. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.